Hi guys, it's Lorna, VUG admin. I came home today and I found a poorly dead battery. Out of juice. I'm not out of juice, the battery's out of juice. I've got plenty of juice. So I thought I'd do a little video on battery safety, really. Basically with this one, it's an eFest IMR 18650. And it's 3000 milliamps, 35 amp and 3.7 volts. As you can see, it's an authentic one. Now, because it's died, I'm going to put it in the dead box. And I'm going to have to take it to Sainsbury's or somewhere tomorrow to put it in the recycling with the rest of the batteries that are being recycled. Right. So, battery safety. I know it's going to be like I'm spoon feeding quite a lot of you, but I've seen so many posts recently of people blowing their hands up, their vapes are blown up in their pockets or their face has been half blown off. And I'm kind of getting annoyed with it, to be fair. I don't feel sorry for them in the slightest. I know that sounds really horrible, but it's their own stupid fault for not being safe when using batteries. You know, you wouldn't use, I don't know, a chainsaw and go, oh look, I can cut something and cut your leg off, would you? No, it's just stupid. So it's their own fault. And there's a lot of things going around in the news recently about battery safety and stuff. But it's because of those idiots that we're getting that. So I thought I'd give you all a little bit of education about battery safety. So, as you all probably need to know, or do know already, that you need to handle your pretty mods and your batteries with care. You know, treat them like a little baby. Not literally, but, you know, treat it like it's a part of you. Like it's attached to your hand, you know, something extra. You've grown attached to it, sort of thing. So, if you do drop your mods, put it in a metal sealed container. I know it sounds daft, but you know, it's just in case your batteries vent. And if they do vent, you need to recycle those batteries straight away. Don't bother cutting corners. You know, I know there's a lot of people that go on eBay and go, oh, it's a clone of a battery. Or get one of those, it's a hell of a lot cheaper than the authentic ones. Don't do it. Stop now if you are doing it, because that is just ridiculous. You know, don't always make sure you buy authentic batteries. Don't buy them secondhand. Don't buy clones. Don't buy fake ones. Make sure they're authentic and get them from a trusted dealer. You know, there's loads of vape shops out there. Please just go down and get one, because otherwise you're going to end up with the rest of the idiots that are blowing themselves up because they have no idea what's going on. Always make sure you're using your correct coils as well, because a lot of people don't know about Ohm's law. I mean, it is quite, well, it's not tricky to get around, your head around. I mean, if I can do it, a monkey could do it. But, you know, mods have a limit to what kind of ohms in the coil that they can use, and you should never ever go below that limit, especially when you're sub-ohming, okay? Make sure you're storing your mods and your batteries safely. I mean, I've got mine in these little ones that I got free, that one, and then I've got a 4 one here, and then these hold 3 each, which are quite good because they're quite padded as well. I prefer these ones. I only got these today. They're brilliant. I actually prefer those now. So I'll be using these from now on rather than the hard plastic, because that sort of knocks the batteries still as well. So never leave your mod in direct sunlight, because that's just gonna heat up those batteries. And we all know what happens when batteries get overheated. Poof! They blow up. So don't leave it in direct sunlight, because it's gonna heat it up, you know, to a dangerous level. And that's not something we want. Make sure you use your correct charging cable, so the one that came in the box. Don't use your phone charging cables, because that's just no, just don't do it. Don't use your phone cables. The amount of people that say, oh, I'll just charge it up with my phone if you've not got the right charger. No, you charge it up with your cable that came in the box. And if you've got removable batteries that are rechargeable, like mine in here and here and these, make sure you're using, you know, the right charger for them, because you get different chargers everywhere. I mean, I use this eFest C4 charger, and it's really good actually, because you can keep changing the output of the volts of how quick, 0.5 amps, 1 amp or 2 amps for quick charging. I leave it on 0.5 because that ensures that my battery is completely safe. You know, I'm not going over the charging limit, I'm not overcharging it. But also as well, when you are charging your batteries, make sure you do not charge them overnight, because that'll overheat your batteries too. It can cause so many problems. You can lose charge a lot quicker, and it will make your batteries last so much longer, and you won't have to keep changing them every 6 months or less. I mean, I do look after my batteries. I've had some of these batteries, these ones, for over a year, and they're still going well. I mean, these ones were in my mod, which I did drop, I'm not gonna lie. My poor Cooper Plus, as you can see, it's had a bit of a fall. The box is fine, but the batteries are dead. So they're being recharged, they're being recycled, not recharged, recycled. So when you are using removable batteries like myself and a lot of vapors out there now, you know, never exceed the amps of the batteries. Make sure you're using Ohm's law, and I'll come on to that in a minute. But especially with the batteries, make sure you're using the correct ones. I mean, there's 3 different types of batteries now for vapes: ICR, IMR and LiPos, which is lithium polymers, which are the ones that I use. I swear by them. Even the most basic mods have potential for, you know, serious damage. If you use it the wrong way, it can blow up. This is why a lot of the people who are using basic mods are blaming vaping, because they think, oh, it's a healthier alternative. Yes, it is. But then they blow half their face off. And they blame vaping for it. And it's not because of vaping. It's the way that they're using their batteries and storing their mods. And going back to storage, if you're not using one, a tank or anything overnight, unscrew them. Because we all know that liquids and electricity and batteries, anything electronic, do not go well together at all. Make sure you unscrew them, keep them in an upright position. I mean, I've got a little box here. You can't see it, it's attached. But that's where I store all these at night when they're not being used. And I'm actually not using that right now, so I'm going to put that in there. So, back to Ohm's law. Now, it didn't take me very long to get my head around Ohm's law. It's quite simple once you kind of know what you're looking for and what you're doing. Obviously, it's using the correct coils, but it's getting the correct ohmage for the coils for the batteries that you're using. Now, Ohm's law is basically amps equals voltage divided by resistance, which is your ohms. So my voltage on here is 3.61 and I am on a 0.18 ohm coil, Alien V2s. So, and I'm crap at maths, I apologise, but 3.61 divided by 0.18, 20 amps I should realistically be on. And when I do this, if you can see that, and my amps are here in this bottom corner, when I press it, I'm on 19.3. Now, I'm not going over that. I'm not exceeding it. That's where it is and where it's staying. I'm not going to higher up my wattage because I want a big ass cloud, because that's just going to make my batteries overheat and my battery life's going to go straight down. And that's not what we want. Because as well, if you are going over it and you don't really get it, I mean, I'm on, like I said, 19.2 amps. These little plastic tubes, and you all know what I'm on about. These little plastic tubes, I know they're not plastic, but the outer lining is plastic. These little plastic covered tubes can turn into a pocket bomb. That's what I'm going to be calling them. If you don't look after them, they will be a pocket bomb. And then you'll have all hell let loose from me if I see any posts about people blowing themselves up. Because it's your own stupid fault for not following ohmage law. Everybody needs to keep safe, keep on vaping, try not to blow yourselves up.